Hello, friends. What is belief? What exactly do we mean when we say we believe in something? One of my favorite answers to the question, what is belief, comes from a former presiding bishop of the Episcopal Church, the Most Reverend Catherine Jefferts Schori, who says that belief is giving yourself over to the dream of God. This is very different from the ways that many of us talk about belief. For example, many people treat belief as assent to a certain intellectual proposition. For example, there are many people who say they believe in God, and that's a good start. But if you're not also pursuing the dream of God, how strong is that belief? Similarly, there are others who would contrast belief to the things that we learn through science and education. There are lots of religious people out there who are suspicious of education, and that's very sad. It's also true that there is a false competition placed between science and faith. The reality is that the scriptures tell us about meaning and intent and spirituality. But our scriptures do not describe science. They don't describe the way, for example, the world is actually made in the realm of physics. You can believe in evolution and believe also in God as creator. A great example of this is the first creation story in the book of Genesis, in which the story, and that's all it is a story, the story tells us that God makes a universe where everything has its right place that allows it to survive and thrive. So I would assert that belief in creation doesn't mean I don't believe in evolution or the things that science has been discovering, the exciting things science has been discovering, but rather I believe that all of those discoveries are taking place within a universe that is intended to be supportive, beneficial, and loving to all beings. God makes a universe where everything can survive and thrive. So when we talk about belief as giving ourselves over to the dream of God, we're talking about doing those things, engaging in those works that allow for the world to become more and more just, that allow for the world to have more and more spaces where everyone can survive and thrive. It does not mean approaching belief as a means of control. You better believe this or that and do what I say, or you're in deep yogurt with God. Not true. That is not the point of belief. Control is not the point of belief. We believe that belief is giving yourself over to the dream of God for a world where everyone can survive and thrive, for a world where there is justice for everyone and equality for everyone and opportunity for everyone. That's what we believe in. We believe in working for the dream of God.